Hi, Conrad. You're probably wondering who you are and what you're doing here. Good question, but time is short. Talk to your old pal Ian in New Washington. He'll explain everything. And be careful. It's my hide you're playing with. And this concludes another chapter from Some Video Game About Losing Your Memory by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Perhaps we'll continue that next week. Welcome to another stream here at twitch.tv/PermalinedGamer. And I hope everybody is having a good weekend, or had a good weekend. Having a good Monday if you're in some parts of the world. And the fans have spoken. I didn't want to play this game, but everybody voted for it on Twitter. And, so yeah, considering it received 100% of the votes, I guess we have to play it. If you didn't want to play it, why did you make it one of the 3 options? Well, because... Shut the fuck up, Airplane Lion, that's why! Anyhow, thank you to everybody who came out to my last couple of streams. Last night, we finished the Haunted PS1 Demo Disc 2021. Well, technically, as finished as it's going to be, Airplane Lion. We have to draw the line somewhere. And on Wednesday, we finished Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil. Yeah, that one we actually finished. And final boss was a beast. No, literally. It was a doctor who turned into a dragon. Good times. And tonight we're going to start MINDSHADOW. It's an interesting game. I have never played it before. I bought a copy because some guy with a website of adventure games was selling some games through his website, including a copy of MINDSHADOW. Since I was buying other stuff from him, I was like, it's, well, the box looks vaguely horror-ish, and the title sounds vaguely creepy. I'll buy it and add it to my horror game collection. It's not a horror game. But these are minor details. And, yeah, more, I don't know when I bought it, but more than 10 years later, the floppy disk still works, and we're going to play it. It's an interactive fiction game. And I know streamed one interactive fiction game before, which flirted with questionable content. And also proved rather difficult. Soft locking, you know. And we'll hope that this game doesn't have any of that nonsense. It was also, apparently, the first video game released by a small company called Interplay, which then went on to do a handful of other games in the 90s. You guys probably haven't heard of them. Unless you're really into the retro scene. But, yeah, they're cool. And I guess that about covers it. Let's get to typing. Inglorious 4x3. Directories within directories. This is how we used to open games when I was a child. I was a very young child. Published by Activision and designed by Interplay Productions. Oh, they're not going to tell us what the title is? Probably figure if we bought the game, we know the title. And thank you to everybody who voted in the poll, by the way. Here's the living tutorial. Welcome to the world of illustrated text adventures. This living introduction will teach you the basics of how to be a first-rate adventurer. The rest is up to you. Press any key to advance, or Q to return to the main menu. Oh wait, I should probably... Oh yeah, that's a little small. How about that? I didn't press anything. What is an illustrated text adventure? To play this adventure, you must become the character in the story. Given the objective of the adventure, you must explore the various game locations, searching for clues to help you in your quest. To progress further through the adventure, however, you will be required to solve a series of logical puzzles. If you solve them all correctly, you will be successful in your mission. Oi! I'm reading here! No respect. Before giving you an actual example of one of these logical puzzles, here are a few words on how to communicate with the computer. The computer is your eyes, ears, nose, voice, hands, and legs. You tell it what you want it to do by typing in commands. After you supply the brain power, the computer does the rest. Commands involve the use of a verb and a noun, such as talk to man or get can. The part of the software program which understands commands is called the parser. In this adventure, the computer understands many different commands. Not only does it recognize a large variety of verb and noun pairs, it will also understand the following. Give the pen to the teacher, then and. Talk to the man, then go north. Get the vase and the table. Open the book and look at it. The examples shown above all use complete sentences. The computer, however, will also understand abbreviated text such as the following. Give pen to teacher. Get vase and table. Open book and look in it. To move from one location to the next, you must give the computer a direction to go. Since these are the commands you will use most frequently, we have simplified the process. You can abbreviate and bunch directional commands. To go north, north, and east, just type NNE, and you will be instantly placed in the last location you requested. This is very useful when backtracking through familiar sections. Get all or drop all. You can use these commands to pick up everything in a location or drop all that you are carrying. To check what you are carrying, type I for inventory. Another important feature is the adventure is the ability to save your game at any point. This feature is important because you may frequently be killed or caught in an impossible situation. Soft lockery. By saving your game occasionally, you do not have to replay the entire adventure every time you get in trouble. To add a game, type save game. When prompted, type the number under which you want the current game to be saved. To load an old game, type load game when prompted. Type the number of the game you want loaded. Also provided is the quick save command, which will instantly save the current game without assigning a number to the game. By using the quick load command, the last quick save game will be loaded. And hey Dragon, how are you tonight? And Yak, welcome in. How's it going? To be successful at an illustrated text adventure, you must take chances. Make sure you examine and attempt to take everything. Pay close attention to each picture you see, things not described in the text. Also read the text portions carefully. The descriptions of locations and items can be of critical importance. Remember, some of the most important items may seem insignificant. In addition, the proper use of an item may not be easily understandable. Therefore, don't automatically advance text if you're designing a game. Okay, guys? Here we are. The proper use of an item may not be easily understandable. Therefore, you must be willing to experiment. But as long as you save the game before taking a chance, you can reload the game and try again no matter what the result. Below is a listing of key commands. Those with parentheses can be abbreviated by using the first letter of the command. Forward, up, down, backwards, right, inventory. Okay. Examine, drop, push, insert, take, read, open, close, get, turn, talk. We don't want to give too much away. Ha ha ha. Now that you have been introduced to the basics of illustrated text adventures, ITA for short, here's a sample puzzle to work with. Say your objective is to rescue the kidnapped daughter of a wealthy steel magnate. Your only clue is to go to that bar in town. You're in a bar. The bartender is busy cleaning a glass. There's a long piece of rope here. That's one heck of a big swordfish. Oh, before I forget, you guys, please go check out Dragon of the West 412. How are you doing today, Dragon? You're playing... Oh, more Celeste. Oh. Right. You must type what you want done. Talk to bartender. Get the rope. In most cases, the computer will have you face north whenever you enter a location. Draw a map. I ain't drawn no maps. In town square near the hardware store. Some items you need are not obvious unless you look for them. In this case, if you examine stores, the reply will be, you see nothing unusual. However, if you examine the hardware store, the reply is, there is a pile of wood here. Since this is different reply, you should investigate further. Golf with your friends. No, I don't. I've heard of that game. I've seen other people play it. Yeah, you and Hessian have played it before, haven't you? If you try to get wood, the reply is that it's too heavy to lift. If you examine wood, the reply is there's an axe nearby. When you get axe, the computer will take the axe. If you explore other directions, typing in east or west, you find you cannot go in those directions. North will take you back to the bar, so south, S, is the only direction available. You're in the outskirts of a town, on a deserted beach with trees and an ocean around you. As before, you examine your surroundings. If you type examine trees, the reply is, the trees are somewhat skinny, but they are straight and sturdy. If you examine ocean, you see a small island in the distance. Examine beach, see nothing unusual. Since the bartender told you that the information you need is on the island, you could try to swim to the island. The response would be, as you start to swim out to the island, you realize it is much farther out than you originally thought. Exhausted, you sink to your death and drown. That obviously is the wrong response. But in adventures, failure is the path to success. As long as you save your game before venturing into deep water, you can load again and try something else. If you had said, examine island, the response might have been, upon closer inspection you notice that the island is quite far out and much too far to swim. Try another solution to this puzzle. You may remember that you have an axe and that the trees are not very thick. You could chop trees. The response is you cut down several long straight trees. You have some rope, so you may try to build a raft. When you type tie trees together, the response is tying the cut trees together, you fashion a respectable looking raft. If you then sail or float to island, the response is you float uneventfully to the island, where you are eaten by a grue. You have now completed the sample puzzle, and you are ready to take on a full-fledged adventure. There are, however, a few final points to keep in mind. When playing, try to keep commands as simple as possible. Try talk to bartender instead of converse with the gentleman tending the bar. Also, if a command doesn't work or is not understood, try rephrasing it before moving on to something else. That's totally how I would talk. I wonder if anyone's made a verbose adventure game like that. Given the difficult nature of some of the puzzles in the adventure, try a variety of approaches to each problem. If the obvious does not work, try something a little more off the wall, but remember to save your game before trying something which could cause an abrupt end to the game. If you run into too much trouble, just write us at the address shown on your instruction card. We will send you a hint sheet to get you through the rough spots. Hey guys, I should so write to Activision. Should you get stuck in a particular spot, you may call out your help character, named the Condor, but you may only call on him 3 times in any one game. To do so, type in, "Help me, Condor." Following short introduction is a short introduction to the Condor. Yeah, I know. actually had a built-in tutorial. I know it's their first game, but I feel like adventure games were kind of established. Greetings, featherless cyborg. I am the condor, rarest of birds, most recent in a line of bird kings stretching back to the Stone Age. So that's the condor. Is that me? The little guy with the tea towel? I'm a bird too. Is this a prequel to Hatoful Boyfriend? But Megalosaurus, Mastodon, even the great woolly mammoth are long gone. Legendary bird kings have been forced to find jobs in the exciting, fast-growing field of computers. Jeeves, my servant and ally, hands me a Kleenex, which I dab at my visionary red eyes and great hooked beak. Upon American land, Jeeves reminds me, no wings cast a larger shadow. It's true, I am mythical, clairvoyant, and such. Oh, the pictures will come later. This is, after all, a graphical adventure game, not one of those strictly text-based affairs that Infocom churns out. But yeah, other times they would just have all the instructions in the manual and be like, that's copy protection. Can't, you know. No, they didn't have scanners back then, so would have had to type the manual by hand and throw it up on a BBS. Or Xerox it when you give your friend a copy of that floppy. Piracy. So that must be Jeeves. I am mythical, clairvoyant, and disperse wisdom like a fennel seed. So, bicameral brain, call the condor, but only when you are truly buffaloed. Otherwise... And that's about enough tutorials. And how are you doing, Great White Knoll? You're on a beach with a marvelous and intertwined, intriguing view of the ocean. You see a hut to the north. You see a shell. You get the shell. I wonder how long it took them to redraw the picture each time back in the olden days. There are some monkeys playing in the trees. CGA land, or CGI land. I'm sorry you're not doing great, Great White Knoll. Hope things get better. Look at all the monkeys swinging in the trees, and we can stay all day. You'll hardly get a response from the monkeys. Ah! I think it was... God, I don't know. How many colors is this, guys? I mean... There's too much variation. There's no way this is monochrome. I would guess 4 colors. Is that... Oh, that's EGA. Okay. I always get CGA and EGA mixed up. We're like, VGA. VGA, we know where it's at. Ega. You stand before a primitive, badly deteriorated hut. It's a small straw hut. Yeah, same here, Great White Knoll. It's like, you know, when I was a kid and we finally got a decent computer that could run something other than Number Munchers and Animal Hotel. I knew that, like, I knew CGA and EGA and Hercules were things, but VGA was becoming the rage. Is that a sign? Yeah, close enough to it. Quicksand ahead. A trail marked by an ominous warning sign leads into a forest. And some high mountains. Enter hut. The old hut has been abandoned for a long time. It is filled with the coarse, musty smell of old straw. Just like I thought for a second, it's filled with the corpse? What? Well, this got dark fast. Jeez. Come across corpses more slowly and Alice is dead. Hey, Asmodon. Oh, see. How are you doing tonight? Don't know how to lie? Computers. They can't take a rest. You guys, please go check out Asmodon, who streams a bunch of different games. I'm trying to remember, what did I see you streaming last? Oh, right, Helldivers. It's like a pretty cool game. Yeah, text tartars. You cannot take ye flask. Not to be confused with you no take candle. Speaking of candles. Oh. Well, you're well. I'd be happy to hear the truth, Asmodon, if you want to share it. The candle is securely fastened to the table to prevent shady characters like you from stealing it. So we really no take candle. For a deteriorated straw hut, things remarkably secure. Trash digging? Show me some dignity. So the barrel is a trash can. Let's say in the initial description. Straw. You strip some straw off the hut wall. Take. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, Asmodon. It sounds like a really rough 2 weeks. And I really hope that things get better and you are able to focus on you and helping yourself, or whatever you need to do, I should say. But, yeah, we want things to go well for you. Can't see anything else in there. To return to your roots. That's good if you have some idea of, what you need. An old dory lies broken and faded in the sand. It seems that you weren't the first tourist on this beach. There's red-headed Cory out there in a dory, a-laying down wires on the squid jigging ground. That's hard. It seems hard to deal with, but I guess it's good if you realize that, Asmodon, and are hopefully seeing a way back to getting a better sense of who you are. Boat is quite old. Rotted wood and rusted steel. Kaga. Oh, CJ. Okay. So which one is 4 colors and which one is 16 colors? Because that's... You strip a solid chunk of steel off the skeleton of the boat. Yeah, of course. No, you didn't bother us, Asmodon. I appreciate you, you opening up, and I wish you all the best, and always happy to have you here. The wood, we can't take any of the wood. Tell what some of those things are. Is that a ship's wheel, maybe? Evidently not. Some kind of plant life there. I feel like part of the challenge of this game may be figuring out some of the details of what you see in the pictures. The island dead ends here at a steep rocky cliff. It's a long way down. There seems to be a cave at the base of the cliff. And all you can see is the dark entrance. Okay, CGA is 4 at a time, whereas EGA is 16 at a time. So this one only has 4 at a time. Cool. There's white, medium light, dark, and some other color. And how are you tonight, House of Mike? Yeah, I was hanging out on your stream for a while this afternoon. You guys, please go check out House of Mike. Oh, then you ended up doing more StarCraft 2. Was this the StarCraft 1 created in StarCraft 2? Or actual StarCraft 2? Maybe you could create StarCraft 2 and StarCraft 1. This looks dangerous. Actual StarCraft 2. With Asmo. Oh, okay, you and Asmodon were both playing it. Awesome. Hope you guys had a fun time. Oh, that's fun. I appreciate you guys coming here to hang out. No, I didn't watch the Overcooked portion. I heard that's it. It can be a tough but addictive game. Like, my little sister got a Switch this past year, and one of the games she wanted was Overcooked 2. I gave her Streets of Rage 4. And Overcooked 2. But hey, that's fun. Sometimes, we gotta let the winds of chance direct our craft. Like a wrecked dory on a beach. Oh, it kept crashing. Hey, I appreciate that. Them's Them's pretty good odds. Yeah, it's better odds than the Powerball, I'll tell you that. Yeah. Quite a big beach with rocky cliffs. I got unlost real quick. It eats up the old letters. I also like the little flashing smiley cursor. An interesting touch. Stand straight ahead. This looks similar though. As you walk across the land, you got a sudden sinking feeling. Oh no, quicksand! It seems the game has ended. Oops. Oh. No. There. So... shell, some straw, and a piece of steel. A colorful shell. Yeah, the mythical cartoony killer. Apparently it's not as... doesn't show up as often in real life, but... sometimes, heck, it showed up in Lawrence of Arabia, and it showed up in The Princess Bride. What more do you need? Clearly real. I consider everything in both those movies to be absolutely true. Okay, well thank you, Asmodon. I hope you have a good night's sleep, and you know, I hope things go well for you and get better. Oh, it's not the same as it is in Hollywood, especially in cartoons. Yeah, that makes sense. Shell to monkeys. The monkeys do not like the shell. Oop. Although it's slightly rusted, the steel is in pretty good shape. Take. Don't suppose you know the word fronds. You cannot use the steel, period. I try just looking at the hammock. The barrel is much too heavy. If only you had eaten your spinach like your mother said.
I'm strong to the finish 'cause I eat my spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
Okay, no more musical numbers tonight. Let us look in the barrel. Look at barrel? No. Boy, those natives make it look easier than it is. How to climb these palm trees is a mystery. I won't let me get away with that. Search mountains. Let's go back. Oh, wait. Nah. Try. Forward? Oh. There's a path through, apparently. Did I expect us to do it through trial and error? Straight, right, straight, right, straight, nope. That's further, though. Straight, right, straight, straight. Yep. I was right. Straight, right, straight, straight, left. No. Straight. No. Interesting. Not straight right, straight left, or if it does never let you go left. Yeah. Yeah. And chop that down though. Straight, right, straight, straight. Tried searching it. You can't search the dory. Search beach. You can't search the beach. I never tried just Oh wait, this is a new direction. You're now in the clearing of a small jungle oasis. It is strangely quiet and overgrown with vines and ferns. Vines, you say? I didn't run any more Venus flytraps up in here. They seem to be long, strong vines. You managed to get a nice, long, strong vine. Berate Gilligan. Gilligan's Island was a fun show. Hey, is that an Easter egg? No, don't know how to berate. Tie vine to sign. You can't tie the vine to that. Tie a vine to trees. You can't tie the vine to that. Oh, use coconuts to make a radio. Yeah. Wonders of technology. I didn't. I want that candle. Alright, you can't tie the vine to that. Could we use the vine to scale the cliff, though? You tie one end of the vine to a large rock and throw the other end over the ledge. Now we're getting somewhere. All right, you're outside the rocky cave. I straight up don't see the cave here. All you can see is the dark entrance. All you can see... Inside, the cave is cool, damp, and rock-strewn. You select a small rock from the rubble. Oh. I'm facing north by default. Oh. Don't see anything. You started a fire. The straw burns for a while, then goes out. Oh. As you're climbing the vine, you suddenly hear a snap. Oh no, you are too heavy for the vine. You fall. It seems the game has ended. Duly noted. Take second vine. You don't know a lot of words, do you? Maybe if they spent less time programming pictures and more time programming thesauruses. Nah. You don't see any vines here in this oasis, overgrown with vines. Don't see anything else here, though. Can't search that. Try. What word do they use? Fastening? You can't hit the table. Use steel. You can't use the steel, period. Damn. I wonder what significance the shell has. Can we pry it off the table? I wonder if there's something to do with those monkeys. Try looking at the bedding. Yeah. I remember what I tried already. What's the hammock tied to? Is it just part of the wall? Vined trees. Can't lasso one of them, can we? No. even if we burned the straw in the cave, I don't know that that's going to help us. Oh, we need that candle. Same thing. I didn't think it would do anything. Oops. Isn't I could wrap the straw. Do you guys see anything like on the boat that I could ask about? If it is, it's hard to identify what. Yeah, try the other directions. You know, looking at rocks. Right, a large, firmly planted rock. Oops. Is there anything behind them? Yes, a rest would be nice, but there's work to be done. Like regaining my bloody memory. Hey, Hairball! Welcome in. And thank you so much for the sub. 34 months. Aw. You guys, please go check out Hairball, who's a feline VTuber. Streams a lot of older retro games and DOS games and such. And Final Fantasy Adventure. That's a DOS game right there, isn't it? It is Final. You're a feline fine. Okay, good one. Always great to see you, Hairball. I'm just getting stumped in the very early stages of interactive fiction up in here. Don't know how to break. We try hitting the candle with the steel. me, do we want to try and navigate the quicksand again? I know. That was the wrong path. Drop some straw. Nope. I don't know how to combine. We may be here a while. Can't look underneath the hut. Can't. Use the steel. We can't. Use fire. And that's as far back as we can get. Right? See, if we try to climb down without the vine, we die. How? The cliff is too steep to climb. Rude. Wait. The sign has nails holding it to the tree. I suppose I should ask about fastenings. I think we tried going through the quicksand and came up to dead ends. I wonder if I should try that again. Straight, right, straight, straight. Can't go left. Can't go straight. And right is death. Straight, right, straight, straight. Straight, right, straight, right. Oh, wait. Backwards is death. Right there. right. Right is death. Right. Ah, shoot. I didn't want to save in the middle of the quicksand. I'm pretty sure then we die no matter what we do. Unless I didn't try. Backwards. Oh, no, that would be, of course. Same thing. Perhaps you tried a direction. Oh. Might as well do that. Just the monkeys again. You mentioned the natives climbing the trees earlier. I don't know if that's just a joke or if that was a hint. Follow monkeys. You cannot follow the monkeys. It's the same picture each time. You don't remember anything of important about that damnable candle. All the good it does us. What if we drop everything and then we climb down the rope? Or Vine. To make us a little less heavy in how much steel we're talking about. Yes, I do mean Vine. Thank you, game. You know me too well. Lower the other end over the edge. Take the rock. Oops. that was it, huh? The weight of the steel and the shell were enough to kill me. Oops. Take straw. It won't let me take more straw. Ah! Yeah, well. I didn't want to burn down the hut while I was inside it, but maybe I should. I don't know. Burn the dory. I don't think the straw makes that much difference, but enter cave. Save again, shouldn't I? No. Oh well. Take steel. Enter hut. Let's go. Hit steel with rock. You inadvertently light the hut on fire and torch yourself. You start a fire. The straw burns for a while and then goes out. Also, you're dead. How is it fastened to the table? That's what's driving me mad. Fastener. Well, you knew it when I asked you to look at it, so... The table is... right. Oh, right. Push barrel? No. Too heavy even for that. just drop the rock. Take rock. Unscrew candle? Yeah. If anybody has any suggestions, I'm open to them. Like, I ought to be able to figure it out, but what does the game want me to do? Oh, I don't have the shell, that's why I can't examine it. The thing I was going to say, though, is that it's a colorful shell. Shell at monkeys. They did an intriguing view of the ocean, didn't they? Could it be? Yes, a ship sailing along the horizon. You started a fire. Oops. Shit. The ship offshore sees it and launches a rowboat. When the rowboat arrives, the captain, an old sea dog, says, "We don't take no passengers for free, bud." And then the boat heads back to sea. So we know that's good, and we know how to get off this island, but what we would pay him with, somehow I don't think the shell will suffice. Yeah, they put the captain on the jolly boat to come to shore. Oh, shoot. Right. 3. Give shelter, Captain. The captain doesn't want that. Look at lifeboat. He's a hearty seafaring man. You shouldn't mess with him. But just for fun. The captain pulls a concealed hand musket from his vest and blows a large hole in you. A hand musket? Wait, what time period does this game take place in? Look around. Very abrasive. That probably just means the rock we picked up. Peculiar cloud there. And the directions are all useful, or useless. I feel like I shouldn't use a hint at this point. But I wonder if I use a hint and then go back to an earlier saved game, is that still going to count? Maybe. Nemo. Well, we've already got a Dory in this game. Why not a Nemo? Did I try and look at cave? Crumbling rocks are strewn across the cave floor. Yes, well. I didn't think when the captain arrived I could try that. Oops. 3. All he'll say is that he won't take us, right? Right, we can't say about. Ask Captain Dory? Oh no, you can't ask the captain. I'll recognize as the first part of this statement. Alright. We couldn't summon it again anyway because it won't let us take more straw. I feel like the only possible thing is if we can explore the cave further and find something to pay the captain with. If we could drag this further, probably all fall apart anyway. The heck? I feel like I've tried everything in there, and I'd just be trying the same or different things, or the same thing again. Unfasten candle? Know the word pry. Yeah. So there's no sense in going to get the steel again. A lid on the barrel, is it? Yeah. try this? Yeah. Looked at the hut. Looked. Yeah, heck with it. I'm gonna ask for help. But I think you can. And does the game have a way to tell if you've asked for help 3 times? More than, yeah, if you've asked for help and then loaded. It is a nasty business, clairvoyance. Does the condor have to draw you a map? Do you have a rock in your head? I hope so. You need both. Back to the cave. Ape man, dig a little harder. Do you dig in the cave? To find a map, I'm guessing? Okay. Thanks, surly bird man. What do we dig with? Our hands? Oh, I'm sorry. I was just in a cave that was strewn with rocks and was dark, and I was supposed to randomly dig. Why didn't I try that? Jeez. All right. Is this a path through the quicksand, I'm guessing? Ah. That's from the hut. I think the map isn't heavy enough to kill us. So, up. Up. Right, up, right, right. I tried that. Huh. Maybe not. Down, down, right. Another beach. This time, however, an old steamer trunk lies half buried in the sand. It is open. Inside is a bottle of rum. Appears to be empty. This is going to be tricky. So we went right. Now we go. Oh no, we went left. Now we go up, up. Actually, make sure we can't go any other direction. Up. Left, left, down, down. We made it. The candle is a misdirection all along, I assume. Should save. The ship offshore sees it and launches a rowboat. When the rowboat arrives, the captain, an old sea dog, says,
"We don't take no passengers for free, bud."
The captain says,
"Ah, now that's the ticket, eh, mate?
"Come on aboard." The captain takes you onto his ship. Your rescue ship is an old pirate schooner circa 1890. A gangplank juts out from the starboard side. Look at gangplank. Yeah. What's that? Are those stairs? They're shelves. I think they're stairs. Is that rope? Look around. Starboard stern. Oh, it's a telescope, isn't it? You see a marvelous panoramic view of nothing but blue seas and blue skies. It makes you feel blue. Abaft, matey, you find a barnacle-encrusted anchor tethered to a rusty winch at the ship's stern. You're on the port stern. Port side. Let's see what that is. I can't tell what that is, I should say. It's empty except for a small lifeboat attached to the gunnel. Look at porthole. You see a doctor lounging inside a small room. Should think about everything. Weird, we can't cross in the middle of the ship. The port bow. Welcome to the poop deck. That son of a barnacle-infested bilge captain is keeping lookout. He says,
"Don't bother me, the Royal Navy is near. I can't stop the boat to let you off."
Is that? Hmm. Yeah. Oh. Entering the sick bay, you come face to face with the ship's curmudgeonly surgeon. He says, "That's a nasty gash on your head." Look at surgeon. The doctor looks quite intelligent. It's not safe to sleep here. Intelligent but dangerous, this here surgeon. The doctor says proudly, "I'm an authority on brain injuries. You might have heard of me." The doctor says proudly, "Oh. Think about brain injuries." I'll just say the same thing. I'll ask about brain injuries. Now we try that. Yeah. Oops. Perched precariously on the edge of the gangplank, you watch the rolling waves and feel the cold sting of ocean spray. The ocean stretches far away. Is that a crate? The winch is locked. Yeah, we need a key. Okay. Push anchor. can't mess with it at all. You can only enter from the starboard side. Look at the bowsprit. Yeah. Search poop. Search. Search deck. Captain. Why do I keep trying to ask people anything in this game? Don't think you can. Figure out what that thing kind of on the right side there is. Now examine just regenerates the discussion. Have anything useful. Examine table. Search table. You cannot search the table. What's that he's holding? It's not a... Could be a key, it could be a wrench. Do you want to talk? Okay. Now. And just ignore any of the words afterwards, right? So there's an eyeball looking at me over there. Oh. Saying that just generates the distraction, the description too. Oh. You've stumbled upon the crew's quarters. It is a foul, dank place, but these scurvy characters call it home. You weren't invited. They just stare at you, waiting for something to happen. Yeah. Hawk, crew. They won't let you pass. Looks like it. I think that's a knife embedded in the table. This will probably get me killed, but here, let's try examine knife first. The only way you're going to get that knife is if someone sticks it in you. Yeah, about what I figured. See. Stare at crew. We can be stared at, but we cannot stare ourselves. Give map to crew. There's no giving in this game, is it? Only taking. Let's see what exactly is there beyond the crew. Examine. This game doesn't know the word key. It is rather uncommon amongst adventure games. That's a hose. Sails. Looks badly damaged. Oh dear. Better shape than the dory, I assume. The boat isn't seaworthy. It couldn't save lives in a bathtub. However, there is an old sheet of canvas inside. Although slightly weather-worn, the canvas is in good shape. So all we'll be able to see is the ocean itself. Where do you want to sit? Myself. Whatever that thing is. Here. Me. Just gonna real quick go back to the tutorial. Oh. Just because it gives a list of commonly used verbs. Yeah, right, there's no backwards and forwards. Was it? Examine, take everything. read, turn, push, open, talk, insert, close. Okay. That's didn't make me think of anything specific. We tried that before. Examine sick bay. I swear this thing looks like an eyeball. Maybe examine. Yeah. You get the feeling you're not wanted here. Down the point in the canvas. Yeah, this is really slow going. God, how difficult these games can be. Not that I've played that many of them. And it's just a shadow underneath the bed. Going back, it seems like there's something in between those two guys' heads above the knife, but I can't tell what it is. Or if it's an object we can interact with at all. I shouted at the crew. The Jared. How do we get from jar to Jared? Right. Know how to show. Oops. From the attach, we can look at it again. Hey. Hound system, welcome in. Yeah, quite difficult. Figure out what it wants me to do. I seem to be having more trouble with this one than I was with Leather Goddesses of Phobos, but I ran into trouble with that one too. Well, that's cool that you played Hugo's House of Horrors. I've seen other people play it, but I've heard of it for years, but I still haven't played that one. Blue sea, blue sky, same thing. Oh, yeah, the Hugo and the Jungle of Doom, right. I feel like it would be fun to play that entire series at some point, but I'm sure I'd get frustrated. And then, did you ever play the first-person shooter they made, like as a spin-off? Yeah, Nightmare 3D. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a great first-person shooter. Yeah, kind of between Catacombs 3D and Wolfenstein 3D, that level of technology. But it's got the horror setting, so we let it get away with stuff. I keep trying to figure out what that thing there is. Wait. seems to confirm that that's rope then. What am I going to use this canvas for? Why do I keep thinking I can give things in this game when I definitely can't? Something. Almost looks like there's something against a cloud there. Yeah, I guess not. There's like a different texture there with those horizontal lines, kind of. You know, maybe they're just trying to convey shadows or something, I don't know. Good. God, should I use another hint? Yeah, maybe I should. What the heck? I know I'm not very good at this, and I shouldn't be abusing the hint system, but... The condor sits eye to eye with a growling raccoon. Jeeves sleeps as if in the womb. I will discuss this with him at our next salary review. In the meantime, Bruce Lee, we need both contemplate punching the lights. We need both contemplate punching out the lights of our respective adversaries. Oh. So I guess I should just randomly attack the crew, or the surgeon, I don't know. Last time I tried to randomly attack somebody, he blew a hole in me with a hand cannon. Well, geez, now I just kind of want to use the condor at every step because it's pretty awesome. It's a very singular looking raccoon. I already took the canvas. Punch surgeon. The doctor, always prepared, whips out a hypodermic needle and sticks it in your arm. You are dead. Oh. Just thought about it. Hypodermic makes sense. Put stuff under your skin. I feel like I figured that out before and then just forgot. You are buried in an ocean of angry sailors, which is on a turn on top of a larger ocean. Oops. Dangerous to sit on the gangplank and watch the waves go by. And once again, the captain has blown a hole in us. He's actually punching out the lights. That canvas. Attach canvas. And I'll attach the canvas. Hey, wait, what about here? Cover porthole. Use canvas. You cannot use the canvas. Look at lights. Look at porthole. Examine porthole. Exam. Try. I try to use the canvas. It won't let me? No. Wrap steel in canvas. You can't use the steel and you can't use the canvas. And yet, I can use it to get myself killed. Take gangplank. You can't leave the ship until it has stopped. salmon. Some sort of hatch on the left. We can't go there. Put canvas on telescope. I'm thinking if I right. Not that simple. Keep overestimating how much I can talk about, or how specific I can be. Condor said something about punching our adversary's lights out, right? Say window before? Doesn't matter. Let's go. I'm trying looking in the window on both sides. I guess when I was looking through the other side, I was looking through the starboard hole. Still, don't see how I could possibly use any of these things. I'm thinking. Okay, hell with it. Out there you can see Jeeves in the background. Yeah. Punching out the lights of our respective adversaries. We can't outright attack them. And I can't figure out how to block the light off. That raccoon has very sharp teeth. Try this, right? Examine. Use. You can't use the canvas, period, I guess. I suppose I could also use a real hint, like on the internet, but kind of, yeah. But it's also getting late. Okay, what if I'm... You would think with these pictures that it wouldn't be possible if you'd overlook something, but... Oops. Yeah. Wait. I forgot the take all command. Yeah, official. Whatever that thing is, we cannot take it. I was even trying into the places where I don't see the objects. Oops. No objects. Well, that didn't help much. Lamp? No. I mean, that doesn't necessarily imply the existence of a lamp, does it? Well, I guess there's a walrus in this pirate ship then. It's like some German children's book I once saw at a library book sale. Also, High Seas Havoc. This game is becoming High Seas Havoc. Okay. I'm going to look up a small hint online. And then play just a little more until we get stuck again, and then call it a night. And then before next stream, I shall write to Activision and ask very nicely that they send me that sheet of hints as they so generously offered. Very slow, Yak. Very slow. The frightfully simplistic walkthrough. This game got ported to a lot of systems. Yeah, interesting. The T64 version had, I think it had more colors. The graphics look very different. And again, perhaps not. Okay. There's some hint of what to do. You see, when I try to go south, it says, the man won't let you pass. See, I misread that as men, and I thought it was these four goons at the table. But apparently there's one specific man. And part of me, as a visually impaired person, likes the really large text, but I feel like if it were small, normal-sized text, like in Leather Goddesses, they could write more of it. Kicking the leader in the chest, you break 4 of his ribs. The crew slinks back in fear, cowed by your fighting prowess. Their quarters are your quarters. Wow, that's brutal. I love that guy on the bunk kind of looking down at him. The sailors watch you silently. The man is in no condition to carry on a conversation. He has 4 broken ribs. Good thing the surgeon is right next door. Your nose finds a galley before your eyes do. It is a cook's dream. if I'd go that far. The cook needs to dream bigger. You see a meat cleaver. I'll take two, they're small. Yeah, well, the cook ain't exactly here, is he? He's too busy dreaming. Maybe this game is all the cook's fever dream. We're the amnesiac pirate cook. Now it makes sense. Yeah, that tastes awful. Ah, a little tuna sashimi. Yeah, sort of thing the Japanese cat Tomo might eat before he strayed away on a subway. Oops. What do I use the cleaver on? Cut sails. You cannot cut ye sails. Right, we assume it's rope, but well, at least now there's a decency to say it doesn't know what a walrus is, so maybe that is rope. A hook could be useful. Cut canvas. You cannot cut the canvas. You know, I'm pretty well lost. I think I should probably just wrap up and come back to it fresh. But hey, we made a little bit of progress. We're probably 1/10 of the way through the game. Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be a long game for us. Oh yeah, it's late. At work and life. Wait a second, work is life. It's a very quiet game though. I'll have to adjust the volume next time. Interesting. And I know that I'm not an expert at text-based adventures and didn't grow up with them or anything, but I do feel like this one is trying to trick you a little more, or not trick you, just give you less to go on and just make you guess. Do like try random word here sometimes. I don't know, I'm wondering if there was some indication I was supposed to dig in that random cave, and I just missed it, but I don't think there was, really. So glad I live in a day and age where I can look up hints. Alright, better head out and raid. But first, what's coming up on stream? Well, tomorrow. Oh, and we got a redemption for Regent Swag Duck delivers a critical analysis. Oh, Regent Swag Duck, what do you think of MINDSHADOW? Huh. Well, yeah, I mean, we approach it differently. But were you there in 1984? So can you really say that? No, I didn't realize that was an established theory. So is that pretty universal across interactive fiction? And I mean, I'd read that it was, which could explain some of it. But I don't know, the question is, did they change, a few games down the line? No, I think they're safe there. I mean, I'm no expert in copyright law, but I think that's fair. Huh. Interesting. I mean, I didn't figure out the exact time period, but that's an established fan theory. Have a lot of scholars written about MINDSHADOW and argued that? I mean, no, it's entirely possible. And I certainly wouldn't have guessed at the parallels to Doctor Who, even beyond time travel. But no, thank you, Regent Swag Duck. I think that's been most illuminating, and we all understand the game a lot better. Or at least as well as we can, considering we're probably not even a tenth of the way through it. I don't know. So tomorrow, I'm thinking no bonus audiobook stream this week. We'll wait for next week. And then Wednesday, we're going to start Doom, the reboot. I gotta make sure it works on my PC. But I think that's going to be a blast. And then Saturday, and then I'll rustle up some short horror games for Short Horror Saturday. This game, this freeware game that plays kind of like Dark Souls. Maybe I'll give that a go. Never played Dark Souls itself. And next Sunday, we'll be back to Shadowing Minds. Oh yeah, that's what's coming up. Now, let's find some poor sod to raid. Entirely too many windows open. Is Pierre Pong is offline. Let's see. thinking of raiding him earlier, but oh. Quake. She's still playing Monkey Island. Oh. Well, I think we rated our friend Haggard Hessian not too long ago, but he's doing his 1000th official stream and also a subathon. So I feel like we should probably drop by and say hello to him. And say, no. Raid calls. You can copy and paste this in your raid message. Congrats on the big 1K. Or should we say, the first 1K. Oh. And we just got a redemption for what on earth did you get in the mail? So that'll be our raid calls. But I have something here. It actually wasn't, I didn't really get it in the mail. It was just something my boss gave me. It was interesting. Sheesh, that's heavy. It's a pack of Chimay. Belgian beer. I need to zoom out. I imagine actually getting one of these things in the mail. It's pretty heavy. And it comes with a glass, and a rather large glass, and 4 different types of beer. I already opened it and gave one to my old writing partner as a birthday present. What earth is that? Bottles of Belgian beer. Comes with this souvenir booklet. Oh no, it's just a catalog. They're trying to sell us cheese. Who doesn't love nice beer and cheese? I say that, but have I ever even had a beer and cheese? Yeah, it is neat. Well, maybe I'll drink one of these on stream. I'll give another to my father when I'm back home. As for the glass, I don't know. Maybe for 1 million channel points I redeem, I'll throw the glass out the window and film it falling to the sidewalk below. Or we'll just throw Ghost Pirates of Vuju Island out the window and watch it smash on the sidewalk below. That sounds better. But yeah, that's a good raid call to copy and paste, and we'll go ahead and say, head over to Haggard Hessian. But thank you guys for hanging out tonight. And thank you to everybody who voted in the poll to make me play this game. And just remember, if you guys thought tonight was dull and I was getting stuck too much, well, it wasn't my choice. This is what you guys wanted. An interesting setting, though, I have to say. Good night, Stock. And you guys can find me on Twitter and MySpace, where I post stream announcements, polls, and random thoughts about life. And about obtuse text adventures. But that, not quite so much. And you can find VODs of my past streams up on YouTube. Anyway, hope everybody has a good night. I'll see you guys here for some modern FPS action on Wednesday. Say hi to Haggard Hessian, and do we get condor requests in real life? Because I gotta stop hoarding them. I need the wisdom of a bird. We can trust birds, right?